The Montreal Canadiens were the youngest team in NHL history to make the playoffs this season. And even though they were eliminated in 5 games, compliments of these little assholes right here, we did learn quite a bit about what this team is currently lacking. And ladies and gentlemen, what they're lacking is a combination of size, grease, and skill. Yes. They're lacking a couple of players that can not only play the game, but they can fold your clothes while you're still wearing them. Now this video is brought to you by Miraj Trading. And if you're a big fan of collecting hockey cards, if you're a big fan of supporting a local business, well, guess what? MirajTrading.com has absolutely everything you could possibly be looking for. I'm talking hockey cards, baseball cards, those little Backstreet Boys cards that some people tend to go for. They even got a few of those kicking around. They've got every hobby box from here to Mars, and you can find their links in the description of today's video. Now, you really don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure this one out. But regular season hockey and playoff hockey are two completely different animals, okay? Every year we watch the pretenders fade out. Every year we get to see who the true contenders are in the National Hockey League, and we get to study and analyze that blueprint. And for me personally, that particular blueprint always seems to be a perfect combination of size, grease, and skill. That just continues to get the job done. Now, before I go any further, I do want to define the term grease. Some of you are probably wondering what the heck I'm talking about. But this is grease, okay? It's ugly, it's nasty, it's dirty deeds that are done dirt cheap. And as much as some of you probably despise every player that I'm showing you right now, you better believe it, these are the kind of players that can change the dynamic of an entire playoff series with one single play. They're the kind of players that can put your team over the top. Just ask the Florida Panthers. They've got one of the greasiest lineups in modern day history. So how does a team like the Montreal Canadiens tap into some of that? Well, that's a good question. The good news is they do have a couple of players in the system that can definitely add some size and grit to their lineup over the next couple of seasons, particularly on the bottom 6. But the bad news is what they don't have in the system is a guy who can make life a living hell for the opponent and play big minutes in the top 6. Now, eventually they are going to need to find this type of player, and this offseason there could actually be a very interesting player available who ticks all the boxes that I've been raving about so far in today's video. I'm talking, of course, about this man, Sam Bennett. Now, like I just said, he ticks all the boxes. Everybody hates him. He's got that size, grease, and skill in his game. And if the Panthers do decide to let this guy slip away to free agency, which I kind of doubt, but if it happens, let me tell you something. There's going to be a lot of teams knocking. There's going to be a lot of teams lining up for this man's services, which means, unfortunately, he's probably going to cost a shit ton of cash. There might even be a bidding war. And I know some of you really don't like him, but I do, okay? And I'd love to see this guy wearing a Habs jersey in the Stanley Cup Playoffs, but even so, I still don't want to see the Habs shoot themselves in the foot to get him, okay? And that's personally why I'd rather see them make a trade or become a complete dick, Jeffrey, go rogue, and send out a couple of offer sheets. But now that the Canadian season is officially over, I think this is going to be a very interesting offseason. While I don't necessarily think that this management team is gonna do anything stupid, I don't think they're gonna make any crazy decisions. They are still gonna explore every single avenue, and if the right name is available, they're gonna get it. Not you, Trevor Zegras, not you, guy who probably still needs to be burped. I'm talking about somebody that's probably not even on anybody's radar right now. But my question to you, all you Habs fans out there, if there's one player that you would like to see the Canadiens try and add this offseason, who would you like it to be? I know in this video I focused on forwards. Maybe your eyes are set on a defenseman right now, but I want to hear all about it, okay? Please don't forget to smash the thumb of that like button with a ball-peen hammer before you leave here. And hey, well, see you next time.